One of the most important aspect of content creation is research. So which is the best tool to research your content? So if you see, Google has given this many options to you: Google Scholar, Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, Gesto, and PubMed, Trello, Semantic Scholar, Bitmaps. But what if I say all of these tools are worthless? Because there is a tool which is absolutely free to use and which you can find on the internet by just typing this simple word: Notebook LM is a tool developed by Google to ease your research. Now there are three main features which you can use and really fast pace your entire content research. So let's go through it. I will take a tutorial of the entire Notebook LM today. Features which you can use which are very useful for your content research. So let's begin. So if you go to Google and search for Notebook LM, you will find Notebook LM here. If you click on that, you can easily sign in. I have already signed in, so you can see I have created one resource also for microservices architecture, but let's create another one for our live example. So here are, when you click in Notebook LM, it will allow you to add resources for your content research. But again, there are plenty of options, and let's break down each of them one by one. So the first option is upload your resource. So if you have a PDF or you have downloaded some white paper or ebook from anywhere, you can just choose the file from here and upload it. Now if you don't want to do that, if you don't have any resource but you have some internal documents at your organization, say Google Docs or some type of slides, or even you have Google Sheet to analyze, then you can just add it from the Google Drive option here. Another option is link, which is like if you have a specific set of websites which you want to research on, then you can add from the website option. You can add individual links here and it will add it as a resource. Another one is like you want to add some YouTube video, and you can do that by clicking here. You can add the URL here and it will directly add to the resources part. But why I'm skipping this? Because I want to discuss one of the most important feature which Google just launched with this tool, and that is discover sources. See, this feature is just like Google search but in a different way. How it is that? Let me just show you. So when you click on discover sources, if you can just add the term which you want to search, say I want to search what is micro services. Now once I hit submit, it will automatically generate the best semantic results on the Google which are close to what we are trying to find. It is just like Google providing you the best resources, but not on sub pages but in this tool. Now if you want to add all these resources, you can just simply go and click on import, or you can just add specific specific resources from this. You can just click some of them or undo some of them. For our case study, I am picking all of them and importing them. So once each and every resource gets imported, these are your baseline. This is the content that you want to create, but these are your competitors basically, which you can actually analyze how and what type of content they have created. Now how you can analyze them and how you can create notes of your own with this tool, that is where I'm going to discuss three main features. So the first feature here which I want to discuss is add notes. So to add notes, there is a specific section which is called study guide. click on the study guide and it will automatically generate a note of each and every resource. Basically, it will gather information from all these resources and create a study guide. So for our use case, it has created a study guide on microservices architecture. Let's click on that and understand what it has generated. So if you can see, it has generated everything from understanding what is microservices, definitions, what are the differences with monolithic architecture, core principles, what are the best practices. This is just an overview. This is just to understand the core concept while you're creating the content. Whatever type of content you're creating, it is just a study guide, a basic understanding of what you want to create. Now let's go to a more advanced aspect of this, and there is a second feature that is called audio overview. So what is audio overview? Basically, Google will create a podcast for you which you can listen anytime, which you can download for yourself. Basically, understand what you want to write, how you want to write with your ears. So let me generate one of this. It will take some time. Meanwhile, what I want to discuss with you is the third and most important feature, which is mind map. So Google will create a mind map for you based on the resources which you have selected, which you have provided to it, or maybe a PDF or maybe a Google Doc. Based on that, it creates a mind map which you can use to understand what are the types of topics you can cover, what are the hierarchical aspects, say what can be your H2s, what can be your H3s, what can be your H4s, what each of these H3s, H2s can add to your content. This is very fine-tuned aspect as far as blog creation or say ebook creation is concerned. So let's discover that. Meanwhile, our podcast is getting ready. So I'll click on mind map and it will start with creation of a mind map for your topic. Now, as you can see, it has created a mind map. Let's discover what is this mind map before our podcast gets ready. So here is an overview of the mind map. If you can see here, microservices architecture is our main topic. These are the subtopics: definition, benefits, best practices, design principles, communication patterns. Now if you want to go dig in deeper, you can just click in here. It will provide you more in-depth content about each and every subtopic. So this is your main topic, this is your subtopic, and going further and deeper into that. Now what's the interesting part is here, I can just do this and almost create an hierarchy of the entire content. But if I want to specifically study something, it goes beyond and beyond. See, scalability also, you can see it goes beyond. What are the different pointers that you can create under scalability? What are the different pointers you can create under independent and autonomous services for design principles of microservices architecture? But if I want to individual study each and every point, I can just click here and it will create individual notes here. So basically I get everything that I need to create my content. Now let's head back and see if our podcast is ready. Basically what I'm trying to say is this entire mind map reduces your content research time by many folds, and it provides you an in-depth analysis of what you can cover in your own article or ebook or whatever type of content you are creating. It also helps you go deeper and deeper as much as you want. So Google is basically providing everything to you free of charge. You can just use it and go in depth for your research. So let's see if our podcast is ready. Yeah, see, here is our podcast. If I don't know if the sound comes or not, let's play it.
Really get your head around microservices architecture without getting totally lost in the weeds. You're definitely in the right place.
Yeah, we know you're looking for the crucial information. So we've basically distilled insights.
The thing is that
Synchronous calls, error handling,
you can
cross-distributed systems.
Another thing which I wanted to discuss with this feature is that you can actually participate in this podcast by the interactive mode. If you go to the interactive mode here, you can basically add whatever you want to see. There is a join button, you can click on that and you can join.
Hey, you've seen a really good
It's
era of
speaking out. If
microservices
you want to join in the
architecture
middle, in any time you can
with
join in the mid of the
Yeah,
podcast.
we know
You
you're
can
looking
ask
for the
questions and get
capabilities of
answers
something like
from
tech.
an AI
We
which is actually
basically
discussing
distilled
the
insights
topic
from
which
a
you have
full
already
range
entered.
of
So this is
source
very
systems.
interesting, very
This
fascinating
includes
for any tool to
server-side,
do.
Atlassian, Servo.
hey there, how can we help you?
Hi there, I wanted to ask why microservices architecture are so important.
It's a great question. It boils down to a few really key advantages we are just about to dive into.
Exactly. It's the answer to a lot of the limitations you
So
run
it
into
has
with
picked up my
older,
question,
more
and
traditional
now
ways
both
to
are
scale the
discussing
network.
about the answer. So
It
this is
does.
very
We have
fascinating,
one
and
massive
it's very
application with
great
a
to
small
have
problem
such a
in one
tool which
area
can
that actually
actually
brings a whole
provide
bunch
you
of
some
systems
type
together.
of
What that
context. It's
application
like
is aware of.
discussing a
Precisely.
topic with your colleague.
Microservices tries to
You
solve
have a
that
couple
by
of
breaking
colleagues
things
actually
down
here,
into smaller,
and
independent
now you can
pieces.
even
If
go
one
and
of those
download
pieces
this
has an
thing.
issue, the rest of
See,
the
it gets
system is
downloaded
often
and you can
running
use it
So it's
anywhere,
not
as I
making
said.
things more
So
resilient
this
or
is a
handling
very
incidents
fascinating
well.
tool, and I wanted to discuss
Absolutely. And it
this with
also
you
allows
and
for
an
much more
entire tutorial.
flexibility, different
Let's stop
teams
it here.
can.
So my idea was to share this with you, how you can use Notebook LM for your own research purposes. If you have any such other tool or you want me to cover any other tool for you, just comment in the comment section below. You can subscribe to this channel, you can follow me on LinkedIn, and you can follow me on Instagram. This is Sachin Devmurai signing out. Bye bye.